Watershed, it can be said, our home place.
The Bonnechere Provincial Parks, located on Round Lake, Ontario, is a go-to destination for any person who loves the outdoors. Whether you're an avid paddler or looking for a family-friendly camping trip, Bonnechere Parks has something for all. The Friends of Bonnechere Parks are a local group who strive to preserve and protect Bonnechere Parks for the enjoyment of future generations.
The Friends of Bonnechere Parks we're probably about 16, 17 years old now, established just after, in the early 90s. And we're a group of volunteers dedicated to preserving, promoting, protecting the natural and cultural heritage of the Little Bonnechere River. So we focus our efforts mostly on the portion of the Bonnechere from Round Lake up towards Algonquin Park to the Algonquin Dome.
Although youth living in rural areas have the opportunity to be active in the outdoors regularly, many are not. They also miss out on opportunities which urban youth have available to them.
We're trying to get people outdoors, but we're so aware of nature deficit syndrome. We're aware that kids are so connected to those mobile devices. They might live in the bush, but they often don't play in the bush because parents have concerns about safety. There's the whole issue of accident prevention. So we're wrapping our kids in this cocoon of legislation and safety, and we prevent them from taking risk. So in ways, our rural kids have as many challenges to stay fit as our urban kids or more. And it's obvious. Renfrew County has such dismal stats when it comes to the health of our children and youth. So in many ways, our kids, because even though they live rurally, they often don't have access to some of the same things that are taken for granted in an urban setting.
Friends of Bonnechere Parks strives to create activities which are both fun and deliver a dose of knowledge at the same time. They recently developed a computer game aimed at teaching children about the perilous journey turtles undergo.
So the turtle program, the main theme is Survival 101, and the real tragedy for turtles is that only 1%, one out of every 100 turtle eggs that are laid, survive to maturity so that they can lay eggs. So the majority of turtles are lost at the nesting phase within the egg. So the predators are dogs, raccoons, muskrats. So we developed interactive games geared for children and youth. So they start with a certain number of turtle eggs, and as the predators come in, they disappear quite quickly.
With the need for youth to be physically active in mind, Friends of Bonnechere Parks also developed Turtle Tag with a turtle twist.
And we've just developed an activity, and we're calling it Turtle Tag, and we just played it last week with a group of kids from the Wilno Killaloe area. They're homeschool kids that just happened to be at the park, and we're a group of kids. We picked one or two predators, start out, and they have to tag the kids, and as soon as the kid becomes tagged, they become a predator, and very quickly the turtles turn from turtles to predators. And so it's to make the children understand in very simple terms that the lifespan is so short for these little eggs.
Friends of Bonnechere Parks continue to receive positive feedback about their initiatives, both from the young and young at heart.
We've been quite successful. We've got kids coming back to the park. We've got grandparents telling us that their grandchildren have told us about it. And we feel we've really made a difference raising the awareness that each of us can do a great deal to save turtles, that if we just stop and help them make sure they get across the road safely.
Educating youth about the importance of nature conservation instills them with the ideals necessary for a better future.
When the kids come to Bonnechere, there are more kids doing interpretive programming at Bonnechere than adults. They're like little seeds, they go home and they take these messages home, and they are. So, we're seeding the future.
Watershed, it can be said, our home place. The clouds, the hills, windows, our roof, our halls, and simple truth of watershed here all our waterfalls.